This episode covers a lot of terrain, and we also need to explore whether or not the news that is going around about Ripple vs the SEC is accurate. Is Ripple already in the process of paying the fine? Take note that the process is over once Ripple has paid the fine, appointed the judge's paperwork, and the Securities and Exchange Commission has received the monies and attested to them. This does not require any more actions. Returning does not entail demanding a refund or returning the money that was paid for the item. A legally binding agreement has been signed by both parties and it is legally binding. From this, it is clear that it is time to depart. In addition, we will investigate kwon and examine the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies from the previous bull cycle to the current one in order to determine the potential range of Bitcoin's price if it reaches the same Fibonacci levels as it did in the previous bull cycle. These objectives are without a doubt within reach. There is a possibility that institutional funds will be required to redirect their investments from traditional stock markets to cryptocurrency marketplaces. Please don't worry about anything since I'll explain everything to you. Therefore, let's go right in. The Bitcoin number 590063, the price of Ethereum has dropped by 1.14% over the course of the last 24 hours, and it is presently trading at 25.25. 35% of the United States dollar is still tied to the United States dollar, and the United States dollar continues to be volatile. It is true that a significant number of people experienced terror. When the price was approximately 0.56857 cents, they went into a panic. There is a little portion of green 0.81 that we are able to observe, and it is clear that the region between 50 and 60 cents is a highly concentrated consolidation area for XRP. In the event that the market has a decline, it will not begin until Bitcoin goes through a major increase, therefore I won't be very concerned about it. If Bitcoin continues to soar above $74,000, it will stop. Following the $74,000 mark, our goal is to reach $100,000. After that, we will enter their complete parabolic mode, which will cause the price of Bitcoin to increase to $150, and others speculate that it may even reach $250,000. In a minute, we will discuss this topic. This is the last day of the cryptocurrency market cap, which currently stands at $2 trillion. You have the opportunity to participate in the largest project on the XRP platform for the month if you are interested in acquiring some NFTs from my Loop project. It's the same project. Ledger, you still have time, so make sure to buy them as soon as possible and transfer the money to your wallet when we take the image once we are finished. This evening, you will be given an XRP address. On the first of each month, you will be given the prize that you have earned. No, that is the way that it operates. You have your hold on you. In spite of all that may occur, you will always get your money on the first of every month. You are not required to purchase an NFT on a monthly basis. If you own at least one of the shares, you will be eligible to receive the dividend, and you will continue to receive it for as long as you continue to own the shares. During the time that the NFT is in effect, you are required to declare your ownership. It was with a precise intention that I looked for the term being in your wallet. We are listed as a vendor on the Bitmart website. The 9th of September is an acceptable debut date because the token is not owned by anyone and its listing can only serve to boost its value. The value of the token can only go up from its current level of 3 cents. It is not appropriate for founders, owners, and other individuals to make statements such as, you know, they promise tokens and they are just going to dump it on day one because they are making money. At launches, such statements should not be made. Considering that I am the one who is driving the process and making sure that it is effective, I do not agree with these individuals whatsoever. It ought to have. There is no question that this circumstance will become better. It is my belief that within the first few hours, wealth advisors at Wells Fargo would be able to recommend Bitcoin exchange-traded funds ETFs to its wealthy investment clientele. An uncomplicated 5-step method that does not involve finances is shown here. That is a freaking bullish statement if you want to start talking about it beginning the following month. $1.7 trillion if we transfer 1%, 5%, or 10% of Bitcoin. What do you think the value of Bitcoin will be? Our odds of getting all 1.7 trillion are extremely low. The conversation continues with this region that is worth $744,000. In addition, we talk about $100 or even $250,000. The general public is not interested. What approaches can we use to change this? In the past, I have said that institutional money is on the verge of entering this market, and it is possible that this will be the last bull run in the history of the market. You are aware that the outcome of everything is contingent upon the degree to which the overall value of cryptocurrencies increases. The institutions have entered the zone of $7 to $10 trillion, and you can be certain that they will not suffer a loss as the market capitalization continues to climb. You should make sure that these markets do not experience a 99%, because if you believe that investing in cryptocurrency would be so easy that you could buy it once every 3 years, hold it for a year, and then sell it after making 20 to 50 times your money, a profit you could keep making for the rest of your life, then you would be wrong. This is not how cryptocurrency investing will work. I would like to share with you some knowledge that is really significant. The behavior of these markets will ultimately come to resemble that of a regular stock market, which you might observe when the asset's price is 10%. An actual asset, not one of those bogus coins that people create up or the tiny projects that people are simply looking at on Solana or Trana or Tran. The real thing, eventually the desire to gain quick money will wane away and the genuine assets will become visible to the general public. Due to the fact that Ethereum, Bitcoin, institutional money is concentrated in high barrier places, you will not experience 99% dips and these barren markets will only experience drops. Are they going to have pumps in case of falls? Indeed it is. On the other hand, the days of doing it 20 to 50 times are drawing to a close. For as long as you can remember, you have been looking forward to the day when traditional financial people, institutions, and actual money take control. Due to the fact that we were able to access these markets before to the occurrence of this event, we are making an effort to make the most of the impending influx of cash that will be entering them. Folks, if we are unable to acquire the $7 to $10 trillion sum, it is highly possible that we will go through one more cycle of bulls and bears. This cycle will most likely come to an end somewhere between the years 28 and 29, which may even herald the beginning of a new decade, which they will refer to as the 2030s. We are getting ready to discuss the manner in which traditional 401k plans, 457k plans, and RFTs will all begin to participate in the cryptocurrency markets. Bitcoin has emerged as a respectable asset throughout this decade, marking the beginning of the era of cryptocurrency development. For this reason, I began purchasing coins approximately 4 months ago. Every Monday, I make a buy of $800 worth of kwon, despite the fact that I might not have 200 kwon in my pocket due to the recent awarding of a second patent. Over the course of the past 16 months, Europe has granted 5 patents. We are currently bringing up the price of quantity for you to view, despite the fact that many people continue to refer to the buyers as an oracle. Quantum's pricing began at $63 and eventually reached an all-time high of $63 before falling. There is no error in my estimation of a 7-fold growth. Will it reach the highest point it has ever reached? Is that the case? Hello there, I have no doubt that it will give the impression that we are dealing with a dollar sum that is greater than 10,000. If we are able to attain those figures, we will recommend between 800 and 1,000. Due to the fact that I also purchase $100 worth of XLM every Monday, in addition to my quant purchase, it is not a very large XL. I have been doing this for about 2 years. That is the amount of XLM that I have in my possession, and when I begin to rotate out, if I do put 800 plus my 100, which equals 900, into XLM every Monday at the levels that XLM is now at, you could probably do the math and figure out how much I have. The final tally is 992 pennies dollars. We start by dividing the total of 900 by 4. The monthly cost is $3,600. We perform a small division by 9. I am going to make a monthly purchase of 40,000 XL. In order for me to make use of that sum, which is 200,000 XL, you will give me around 5 months. I have a feeling that I will be in a fantastic circumstance. Keith published this chart in 2016 or 2017 for versions 2024 and 2025. It is a chart that may be found here. We looked at this chart for Bitcoin 24.